Hello, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well today. We are in the month of the Deer Mother in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple, honoring her every day with song. And for Mandala members of the Goddess Temple app, I am hosting a live ceremony for the Deer Mother on the winter solstice. And we're going to be in that ceremony making offerings to many different deer mothers of the world. And I'll be sharing a little bit about their mythologies. So if you're interested in attending that, you can become either a monthly or a lifetime Mandala member of the Goddess Temple app. And with that, you get full and dark moon ceremonies, monthly crystal visions salon, our monthly Sybil salon, as well as which are all, those are all things that are live and recorded. And then also our Sabbats. So I'm going to dive in now to our Dear Mother practice, which we will be singing this and doing a purification like this together at the winter solstice. And in my pot here, I've got a variety of different herbs: juniper, cedar, oak moss, vetiver, bay, marigold. A lot of different things in here. But today we'll burn a little of the vetiver. When the dear mother ascends the mountain, victorious in her splendor, she brings with her the elixir of the forest. With precious incense, fragrant and sweetly scented, the mountain is purified, the forest is purified, the waters are purified, the animals are purified, the deities are purified, the spirits are purified, the ancestors are purified, our families are purified, our homes are purified, our children are purified. My life force is purified. Your life force is purified. Obstacles removed, wounds are healed, good words are spoken. All around us is purified, is purified, is purified. Today's card is the crow and dogwood, and our keyword is intelligence. A beautiful, luscious Black Crow. Such a beautiful card. And the dogwood blossoms. The dogwoods are all around here. They bloom really, really beautifully in Dunsmuir. In fact, there used to be something that they called the Dogwood Days Festival here, but they don't do it anymore. Anyway, we have some gorgeous dogwoods blooming right here outside this window. The crow is an incredibly intelligent bird associated with the power of foresight and the ability to use tools. Today, it's often used to signify foreboding, but modern depictions rarely do the crow justice. According to Norse folklore, the crow is a powerfully positive symbol meant to remind us of our skills and resources. It says, "You are capable of solving any problem." Like the crow, the dogwood has a somewhat confused public image. Its beautiful light-colored petals convey gentleness and whimsy. Few know that its hard bark and strong frame make it an uncommonly durable tree, able to withstand even the harshest weather. The meaning: you have the tools to fulfill your goals and solve any problem that stands in your way. You need only look inward to find wisdom and strength. Maybe you struggle with imposter syndrome. The crow is here to remind you of your intelligence, and the dogwood reminds you of your strength. Your accomplishments are your own, and you deserve the success you've achieved. And our questions for contemplation today are: what am I knowledgeable about? And what are my creative or professional goals, and how can I accomplish them? Wow. Well, I think this confronts an issue head on that came up in an earlier divination last week, where I was saying how sometimes I have this inner voice that says to me, "Who do you think you are?" When I'm working on a project or trying to accomplish something, there's that voice that says, "Who do you think you are to do that?" And I think probably there are many of us who can relate to that inner critic. And Bonsai had pointed out that might be imposter syndrome. I don't know if it is or isn't, but I think that there's certainly a very relatable phenomenon where sometimes when we're right on the threshold of a great success, or where we're creating something that we're excited about, there's that inner voice that comes up and that says to us, "Well, who do you think you are to do that?" Or, "That's not going to work. Nobody's going to care." Or, "You've never succeeded at anything this big before. So, why are you even trying?" And that inner critic voice, it's really hard to see it for what it is. It's actually a friend to us, although it's not speaking to us like a friend. But it is a friend to us. That inner critic voice was developed out of our sense of wanting self-protection from disappointment. So our psyche, ourselves, are trying to protect us, our minds are trying to protect us from being disappointed in case anything goes wrong. And what ends up translating from that initial motivation of self-protection turns into self-criticism, or a subtle damning of our energy. And I don't mean damning, D-A-M-N. I mean damning like a dam, a damming of our energy, although both work if I think about it. That subtle damming of our energy, suppression of our energy, putting down of our dreams and goals isn't actually our brains trying to be mean to us. It's our brains actually trying to protect us, but they're not very good at it. Because at the end of the day, the heart and love itself are our greatest protections. The heart is and the ability to love ourselves protects us more than our brains trying to suppress us and keep us small. So learning to say to that voice, instead of being like, oh, stupid brain weasels, or, oh, this is just my imposter syndrome or whatever, but learning to say, oh, brain, okay, I see what you're doing there. I see that you're trying to protect us from disappointment. I see that you're trying to protect us from getting hurt. I so appreciate that sense of protection is there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand in love into that sphere of protection so that I'm not conjuring that kind of negative energy. Instead, I'm conjuring a loving sphere of protection that says, I dot my I's, I cross my T's, I do my best, I give it my all, I come from love, I share from the heart, I don't have any expectations or demands. I'm creating a generous offering and allowing it to go where it will. And when we reverse the process of the mental protection and instead give ourselves heart protection, that heart protection is so much more powerful, so much more effective, because nobody and nothing can do to you anything that would destabilize that essence of your loving being. They can try to push at you. You can experience negative circumstances that make you have self-doubt. But in the end, if you come back to, even with self-doubt, I love myself. Even with imperfections, I love myself. Even if other people don't like it, I love myself. Even if I'm not everyone's cup of tea, I love myself. Even if I've made mistakes, I love myself. Even if there are things that I still am working on, I love myself. And that love that I have and that compassion that I have for myself extends to everyone around me. So even if I don't like someone, I can be compassionate toward them. Even if someone made a mistake, I can be compassionate toward them. Even if somebody doesn't, really isn't really my cup of tea, I can be compassionate toward them. So it's actually a full circle protection. It protects you from yourself, it protects you from others, it protects you from circumstances, and it protects you from it protects others from your lesser states. So learning to be like, I can love you for who you are, and I can love me for who I am. This to me is the emotional intelligence, the greatest intelligence. So let's try to exercise emotional intelligence today and give ourselves and everyone the benefit of the doubt that we're all trying our best, that things are not always going to be perfect, and that just because things aren't perfect doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. That's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. And now let's dive into our practice to Guanyin. We're going to start as usual with 3 prostrations before the shrine, and keeping in mind that we're doing 324 of each mantra today and until the end of the year. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today, holding Pippa, who is providing such an incredible gift of service to folks in severe need. And that means that it's a hard row to hoe in her work, sending her strength. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 regular recitations and 216 rapid recitations of Namo Guan Yin Pusa, calling out to Guan Yin and asking her to please awaken within us the emotional intelligence to love ourselves enough that we can confront all of the things that the brain does to try to protect us with the ultimate protection, which is love and compassion. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. 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 And 2 rounds of Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa rapidly. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. Shin Pusanamo Guanshin 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 Namo Guanshin Pusanamo 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 Namo Guanshin Pusanamo 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 Guanshin Namo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusa. One more round. Excuse me. Namo Guanshin Pusanamo 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 Guanshin Namo Guanshin Pusanamo 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 Guanshin Namo Guanshin Pusanamo 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 Namo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Guanshin Pusanamo Pusanamo Guanshin 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 Muganchian Pusana Muganchian Pusana Muganchian Pusana Muganchian Pusana Muganchian Pusana Muganchian Pusa. And our intermediary practice, which is for the Mani Reciter of Calm by Gyaltse Tokme Shangpo. Lama Dankun Chuksum Lakchak Sa Lo Daki Changchu Ningpor Chike Bar Gangang Gangdu Kepa De Dang Der Tatu Tukje Chenpu Chetsing Shin Gusum Gewe Chula Chapar Sho Jamtang Yingche Chenpo Kunlang Ne Chuche Chenpo Dujar Gupa Nam Lame Changju Jokla Gupe Chir Tuje Chenpo Trinle Je Par Sho. Homage to the Guru in Three Jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening, no matter where I may be reborn, in those places, may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and great compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dankun Chuksum La Chaksa Lo Daki Changchub Ningpor Chike Bar Gangang Gangdu Kepa De Dang Der Tatu Tukje Chimpo Chitsin Ching Gusum Gewe Chola Chopar Sho Jamdang Ningje Chimpo Kunlang Ne Tukje Chimpo Dujar Kirpanam Lame Changchub Chukla Gope Chir Tukje Chimpo Trinle Je Par Sho. (108) recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum in a melodic way, and then 216 rapid recitations. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And 2 rounds of rapid recitations. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Om Mani Padme Hum. Second round. Om Mani Padme, 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 Om Mani Padme. Umunapim, umunapim.